I'm Dora Lubin. I'm the program director at SquashBusters Lawrence. SquashBusters is an after-school program for middle school and high school youth. The students who join the program learn to play the sport squash, and they also get academic support from us and participate in community service activities.
My name's Chris Lynch. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at SquashBusters. And we are here in Lawrence with about 48 kids, and we are also down in Boston with about 130 kids. Squash is a great educational sport because most of the competitive squash that happens in this country is happening at the collegiate level.
My name is Jibrili Sandoval. I go to the Arlington Middle School and I'm in 8th grade.
I'm Emmanuel. I'm in the Arlington Middle School and I'm a 7th grader.
Hello, my name is Ashley Flores. I'm at the Emily G. Wetherbee School.
I'm Leonardo Mirabal and I go to the Wetherbee School.
My name is Adele Bernhard.
I'm Misha Huda. I'm a senior at Phillips Academy and I'm a volunteer for SquashBusters Lawrence.
Their mission is to get us to college, to help us be good people, and to keep us healthy.
It's not so much to get them recruited to college, but to help them really get on the right track to be applying to college.
Being part of a team is a really important part of building character. I know when I started playing squash, I always thought that it was a very independent sport, but when I came to Andover and I was on a team, it really helped, and I think a lot of kids have kind of realized that coming here.
Health, kind of just promoting a healthy lifestyle with exercise, breaking out of sweat, and then seeing also how that can affect your physical and mental health as well.
We've been in Boston for almost 18 years now, and we were approached by Andover Rackets Club. They'd been doing squash up here and were interested in doing a similar program to SquashBusters. Between Brooks and PA, we had sort of the perfect balance of courts and partners who were interested and schools who really wanted us in there. Lawrence is a great city to be in. It's near Boston. We have the capacity to sort of get up there and do the similar things we've been doing in Boston.
Our students from the Lawrence Public Schools get to be on campuses that they may not have seen before and kind of work with some really wonderful high school students who are their tutors and their coaches who volunteer with us on court and in the classroom.
Today we are doing squash and academic tutoring. So I actually just came back from the squash courts doing some fun drills with the kids, really kind of getting their basic skills down, and then playing some games, which is, they always love playing games. And then now we're here doing academic tutoring, which really just is us volunteers helping the students with their homework.
A lot of kids, their general work ethic and kind of like, they'll come in to the academics and they'll sit down, they'll plan what they have to do, and then they'll get that done. And a lot of the kids didn't really do that before. So I think a lot of the students have really kind of matured in that way, on the court and also off the court.
What I do in SquashBusters, when we first come in, I sit down, take out my agenda, then after I do the brain warm-up, I start doing my homework. And then when we go to squash courts, we change and then we get ready into squash.
Last term, I had like a couple A's and a couple B's, and they helped me to like overcome that, and I got straight A's this term. And like the teacher said that my homework's been improving.
Yeah, it does help me because like here I can get help watching my house I can, because my mom and dad they don't speak English.
They will really take your time and they will show you step by step.
We're really committed to supporting the students' academic development by partnering with their teachers and with their schools. And so Audrey, our academic coordinator, and I will meet with teachers at the Arlington and the Wetherbee several times over the course of a term to check in and see how students are doing, to see what's coming up, to see how we can best support the students at SquashBusters. More than academic prowess or athletic ability or anything like that, we're looking for effort. We're looking for kids who are really excited about SquashBusters and who are willing to give it their all.
Well, some people, when they hear SquashBusters, they're like, what's squash?
You're basically in a white windowless room, essentially chasing a black rubber ball.
It's an indoor sport, similar to racquetball.
It's basically like tennis.
It's like tennis, it's more like racquetball.
You use a ball that's small and black and doesn't really bounce.
There's a tee where you have to stand, like right in the middle.
You play against someone in your right or your left.
Different angles, you have to like learn about and to hit.
Hit rails, when you hit it straight against the wall.
People who have never seen sport, it's kind of like chess at 100 miles an hour in the sense that it is this super fast game, but you are constantly thinking about your next move, where you're going to place the ball next. So while it is this really great physical exercise, there's also this great mental component to squash.
But now, like, I've got more comfortable with it, it's easier for me to hit the ball.
Opening and closing circle, it's a sacred thing for us. It's like, once you're in SquashBusters, everything that happened during the day, it's all gone because you're starting new.
Squash time, so like, it's like better, like a better way to end your day.
We always do some kind of a fun warm-up game to get everybody excited.
I'm really proud of you guys. I think I saw better integrity in this round than we've seen in the past, so good job.
Closing circle is to close out the day on a good note, like, and to tell us what we're doing over the weekend, if there's tournaments coming up, things like that.
And the closing circle is like, leave all your energy out in the court and then like go home and relax and think about positive things.
We thank our volunteers for their help for the day, and we also do what we call kilos, which is it's a way of giving a fellow student or a volunteer a shout out for something they did really well that day at practice.
Kilos is like a way to do like a special thank you or like a nice job to one of your teammates when they do something good.
A kilo, we do them at the end of practice, and it's like, if you notice somebody during practice doing something like out of the normal, like something really cool on court or something really nice for someone, then you recognize them for it and you call it kilo and you clap and whoosh the positive energy.
Each year our students participate in, at least 2, if not 3 or more community service activities. Last year, one of the activities we did was in partnership with Lawrence for their Earth Day cleanup event. We also partnered with Project Sunshine, which is an organization that works with sick children in hospitals to kind of cheer them up. We want to make sure that part of our students' experience at SquashBusters is giving back to their community and as part of their character development piece as well, in valuing that and understanding the importance of giving back to the community. Some of our more experienced players, they'll play in some national tournaments. So this year we went to middle school nationals. We brought six students from Lawrence and 6 students from Boston to compete on 2 teams. All of our students go on at least 1 college tour each year, and usually many more tours than that. So last year we went to Northeastern, we went to Harvard, we went to Clark University, UMass Lowell. For families that are not currently involved with SquashBusters, if their families at the Arlington or the Wetherbee, I would say definitely encourage your children to try out when they're in 6th grade if they have any interest in SquashBusters. Even if they're not sure if they want to join, it's always worth signing up, trying it out, and seeing if they enjoy it.
Oh, I would say it is such a gift. It's such a fun program. I mean, this program is so blessed to have so many really caring people.
It's very good. It helps you with your grade and helps you get into a good college.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been so reluctant to do it at first because it's a lot cooler than I thought it was.
Take advantage of it because SquashBusters is like your best friend. Like, it'll always be there for you, no matter what happens, because SquashBusters will help you on everything, no matter if it's squash or academics, also your personal stuff too.
That's a really good program, and it's an inspirational thing to actually do.
At the end, you'll be like, wow, SquashBusters really did help me through 7th grade to graduating from high school.
1, 2, 3.